Well, well, well. Take a look around. There we go, zooming a little fast. Trees are starting to bud. Grass is turning green, which means time to get the mowers going. The Briggs we already know runs. It's only been sitting about a month, but this has been in storage since, oh, I don't know, last October, September, somewhere in there. And I change oil about twice a year in it. So it's draining oil now. Soaking the air cleaner over there. And I just, oh, what's the word? Sharpen and balance the blade. Which hopefully that still works after impaling it in some tree stumps. Or, not tree stumps, yeah, roots. Something like that on the banks over there. The oil wasn't all that dirty, but it did sit all winter, and this engine, when I originally got it, there was a lot of sludge in it. So I'm trying to keep it clean. Runs good. And since last year when I put it away, I drained all the gas out of it. Makes it a lot easier. I can just flip it up on its side like this and get my wrench here. These don't have to be all that tight. Let's see. Basically what I wanted to show you before I start scraping this is, if you see how dark colored this is, this metal, that's I mean, that's bare metal there, it's not painted. That's from me spreading the oil on it. I just have a little bit left right here, and I'm going to go ahead and recoat it. I went ahead and I scraped all, what little bit was there. Another thing I forgot to mention, being that I already did this several times with this mower, I've been doing it for over a year, since somebody told me about, taking used motor oil. When you go to scrape the clippings and the leaves that accumulate underneath the deck, it makes it a heck of a lot easier for removing it. It just comes right off. And I went ahead and hit it with the air compressor. All you do, and you don't use much, take an old paintbrush. This one isn't old, but that's what I had handy. A little bit of oil. And you don't put a whole lot on, you put enough. You can kind of tell when it's used like this. It appears a little bit dark. But you just do what I do. You dip it in a little bit and start spreading it. And as you can see where the brush is, it's starting to, just like you're painting, run out of paint. You want to put a very thin coat on it, so that it doesn't drip and doesn't get on the grass and kill your grass. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up because it's a little hard to do holding a camera and a paintbrush and a pan of oil. And if you want to throw in an extra step, you can go ahead and spill some oil like I have. That's always fun. And this is pretty much what it should look like. This is pretty much what it should look like when you're done. I don't know where that glare is coming from on that lens. This is pretty much what it should look like when you're done. And what I did, I used maybe an ounce of oil. And still, like I'm doing now, I took a paintbrush and I just worked it around. And it's in, every crack and crevice down in here, and in this area where they usually rot out. There isn't any rust on this deck. The only thing that I've had to repair are the handlebars. They snapped at the ends where they go on the bolts here. And actually what I used to repair those, and this is a good idea for any of you guys out there who have this problem, you can see it there better. I took the burner out of a hot water heater, and I took the main pipe that comes out of the control, it goes to the burner, and flattened it. You can probably use any other kind of steel, but I had this, it was free. I drilled a hole here, drilled a hole through the handle, put it through on the other side, and if you can see there, that's where it bolts to the mower deck. Sometimes I throw a little bit of oil in there, but the important parts there are coated. Looks like it's painted, but I'll work it around a little bit more, and you know, you might get 1 or 2 drips, but it's you know, beginning of the season. I do about once a season. Okay, actually, now if you've done everything right, air filter's changed and oiled up. Spark plug I just put in towards the end of the season. I wiped I hit it with compressed air. I really don't go overboard cleaning it, but if you do everything correctly, you don't spill any oil. Oop, it won't look under there. Time for some gas. When you're cleaning your mower or starting out for the first time, make sure you don't have any of these hanging underneath the shroud or your fuel tank or any place like that, because if they're live and you disturb them, they usually aren't very happy. Just thought I'd bring that.